Good morning. Welcome to today's class. Guys, just quickly before we start, just quickly give me an indication whether you were able to submit your test last night, because you had to submit it before 10 o'clock as far as I know. If not, please email it to me. At my email address, which I'm typing to you now. So you can just email it to me if you didn't. Who of you that were not able to do the assessment, this is not to, you're not in trouble at all. I just want to quickly make sure that you are all okay, that you all were able to do it. If not, just indicate to me if there was any trouble, guys, because I know that technical problems are very often one of the things that we are challenged with. So just tell me if you couldn't submit. Okay. Right, so as far as I then can see, Molee did submit. Here's anyone else? Yes, I can actually see, but remember, guys, I don't know all of your email addresses. It doesn't really have all your names in it, so that's why I say there's no trouble at all. I just want to know whether you guys were able to access it, whether you were able to actually submit it. Okay. No, you don't need to type your email address. If you were able to submit your test, then it means that I've got your information. So don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to go through the test today, so that you can see how it is marked. Now, remember, this test is marked automatically, which means I'm not marking it, but the system is marking it. I'm going to go through the answers and everything now and tell you how how it is supposed to be marked, and then you'll have an idea. So I'm going to read this story to you quickly. Die ramkat, Bobby van die Weskus, 78 cm om sy middellyf. Katvoet kan hy lankal nie meer loop nie. Dit bult om sy middel en bol om sy sye wanneer Bobby, die knevel van 'n Weskuskat, aangerol kom. Uiteindelik sit hy glad nie geen poot voor die ander as hy dit kan verhelp nie. Net een ding verpes hy meer as om van sy lêplek op te staan: 'n dieet. Die laaste keer het hy sy nooi heel nag wakker gehou met sy gekrap op die mat. Hy wil nie sy kos hê nie, sê mevrou Chrissy van der Merwe, 'n weduwee van Vredendal. Just a moment. Sê die, sorry, ja. Bobby, wat nou 13 jaar oud is, was tot sy 8ste jaar 'n normale kat, maar toe word hy al luier en vetter en weeg nou 'n volle 17 kg. Soggens was Chrissy hom met sy eie waslappie en kam sy welige silwer swart pels, dan lê sy hom op sy sponsmatrasie neer, kompleet met 'n paslaken en duvet. 'n Muis kan maar voor sy oë verbydraf, hy roer nie. Met sulke 5-ster behandeling kan Bobby maklik nog oud en vet genoeg word om 'n wêreldrekord op te stel. Daar is immers nog net 4 kg tussen hom en die huidige 4-potige rekordhouer van Australië. This article was taken from Huisgenoot 2 May 1996 on page 17. Molee, ma'am, do you know when we are going to get our marks? Not sure when the system, I think the system marks it automatically. Yeah, I will just go and have a look at that first. Okay, guys, so then we can quickly look at the answers. So Molee, just see whether you have more or less the same answers. Wat beteken die term ramkat? So ramkat, I got this from Marula Media. It's a news site and they say there, dikwels saam met jou of jou uitroep, it's 'n uitroep van bewondering teenoor iemand. So it is a way of speaking about somebody or someone. Yeah, so it means 'n uitblinker, somebody that stands out. Then, waar woon Bobby en sy eienaar volgens die artikel? They live in the Weskus. Then listen to this answer or this question. I'm asking you whether it's true or false, and then you must motivate your answer. So for 2 marks, true or false and motivate. Bobby kan soos 'n normale kat rondbeweeg. The answer is onwaar. Katvoet kan hy lankal nie meer loop nie. Dit bult om sy middel en bol om sy sye wanneer Bobby die kneuwel van 'n Weskuskat aangerol kom. In other words, guys, due to the fact that he is so overweight, he cannot move. So that is it's onwaar. He can't move around like a normal cat. And then number 3.2.2, die kat is met vetsug obesity gebore. Also untrue. Bobby, wat nou 13 jaar oud is, was tot sy 8ste jaar 'n normale kat. Maar toe word hy al luier en vetter en weeg nou volle 17 kilogram. In other words, he wasn't born that way. When he turned 8, he was sort of picking up weight a lot and he didn't move around that much. And then he became that overweight. Then, number 1.4. Wat het die laaste keer gebeur toe sy nooi hom te eet wou sit? What happened the previous time when his owner wanted to put him on a diet? Hy het in die nag op die mat gekrap totdat sy nooi vir hom kos gegee het. So he was scratching the carpet until she gave him food. 1.5. Wat is Bobby se oggendroetine? Gee bewyse uit die stuk. 2 marks. What is his morning routine? And then you must give information or facts from the text. And then she said here, soggens vee sy nooi sy gesig af met 'n waslappie. In the morning, she wipes his face with a cloth. Then she combs sy welige pels. Then she combs through his hair, not combs. She yes, sy kam sy hare, brushing his hair, en lê hom dan op sy sponsmatras neer, and then she puts him on his mattress. Number 1.6, is Bobby lui? Motiveer jou antwoord. So question and answer there, please. Is he lazy? Motivate your answer. Ja. Hy sit nie sy een voet voor die ander nie en 'n muis kan verby hom loop. Hy sal nie roer nie. So this is what they said in the text. Yes, he is lazy. He doesn't put his one foot in front of the other. He doesn't even move. And then number 1.7, wat is die wêreldrekord vir die swaarste kat? The world record for the most heaviest cat is 21 kg. Then this was a question for you. Watter leesstrategie het jy gebruik om vraag 7 te beantwoord? Now guys, in my opinion it should be soek lees, but maybe you used another one, but the answer would be soek lees daar. Dink jy dit is regverdig teenoor Bobby dat hy so vet is? Do you think it's fair towards Bobby to be that fat? And then you should motivate your answer, also your answer. Okay, did one of you encounter any problems with this question? Any problems? Yeah, I mean, now as you use Google, it's fine with me. Especially when it comes to translating, so it's fine. Is there any troubles that anyone encountered? 1.8. Okay, I understand. Mulie, so it refers to the way in which you read. So yeah, that I understand. Okay, sorry, I'm just yeah, I'm just trying to to change my sound here. Okay, so yeah, so 1.8, you didn't understand the question. Remember I said reading strategy, so the way in which we read, types of reading. So clear, so I think you can remember it now when I say it. It's the way in which we read it. We vlug lees, that we run through the text with our eyes, or did we look for certain answers, or what did we do? So do you understand now, Molie? All right, good. Okay. Okay, all right. So can I go on to the next question? Gomapele, don't worry, welcome back. I didn't see you in yesterday's class. Okay, I'm going on then. Right, guys, the second question was visual literacy. So here we had to look at a picture, and then we had to see whether we had to look at the picture and then analyze it. So ek bel jou later, ek gaan gou 'n uiltjie knip. So this is a hairdresser and he's sitting there and he's cutting a owl's hair. Now in Afrikaans, as ek sê 'n uiltjie knip, then it means I'm actually the figurative meaning is that I'm going to sleep a bit. But literally this guy's cutting an owl's feathers. So, wat is die maatskappy se naam wat die spotprent geteken het? So, what is the company's name that drew the picture? And the company's name is Idees Vol Vrees. Wie het die spotprent geteken? It is Cobus Galloway. Then, watter werk doen die karakter wat op die foon gepraat het? Ma'am, I was at the dentist. It's okay, Gomapele, I hope you are fine. Okay, what work or occupation does this character have, guys? What occupation? It's quite obvious. He's a hairdresser. Watter visuele elemente wys dat die persoon 'n hairdresser is? Now, guys, I want you all to answer whether you've done this or not. Look at this picture. What visual elements tells us that this guy is a hairdresser? What do you see? Okay, so okay, let's see. Molie says he's got tools, all right. Then Mina says, but I couldn't see questions. His answer became it very blurry, so I wrote Idees Vol Vrees by number 2. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Then Boypula said hairdresser tools, scissors, and cutting the owl's hair. Yeah. Okay, guys. So there's a hair dryer, for instance. There is also maybe look at the stylish hair of the hairdresser. There's a comb. There's scissors. So there's a lot of stuff that he uses. There's, in other words, tools, as many of you say. Then the next one. Wat beteken dit om 'n uiltjie te knip? What does it mean if I say in Afrikaans om 'n uiltjie te knip? Let's see. I just said it just now. Okay, Molly, I'll just have a look at that. Boypello, it is so. It's to take a nap. In ander woorde, om te slaap. Waarom dink jy is die woorde uiltjie knip en vetdruk? Why do you think the person said uiltjie knip? Why does that part of the speech bubble differ from the rest? Look there, ek bel jou later, ek gaan gou 'n uiltjie knip. Why is that part, uiltjie knip, in bold? Okay, so Molie says it's a pun, guys, because, and it's exactly as he said there, it is a pun. Dit moet uitstaan, nee. Good, Molie, that would have been correct. Then, wat is die letterlike betekenis van die spotprent? Guys, the literal meaning would literally be he's cutting an owl's feathers there. Then the last one, hou jy van die spotprent? This was your answer, guys, for 2 marks. Did you like it? And why do you say so? 2 marks then. That's how I would have marked it. Yes or no? And then what do you say? Yes or no, and then what do you say? So let's hear from you guys. Look at this footprint. Who can give me a proper reason? Sorry, I saw I muted myself there. Sorry for that. I'm asking again, did you like it, yes or no? And then give me a reason. Guys, personally, I love ideas for vreesgrappies. I like these jokes. It's always very funny, especially when you know Afrikaans language that well, then it would be funny for you to have a look at. But okay, I don't think we should waste any more time. Let's go on. Okay, now question 3 was an advertisement that we okay, Minas, thank you, because it's funny. It is funny. Guys, if you ever want to have a laugh, go to on Facebook, go to the page Ideas for Vrees. There's lots of stuff you can laugh at there. Okay, so quickly have a look at this advertisement. So I think actually you know this from class. I'm not sure if it was your class that did this one, but look at that mommy's long nose there and her hungry children sitting around the table. And then she says, ek weet nie wat hulle wil hê nie, maar hulle wil dit nou hê. I don't know what they want, but they want it now. En dankie tog vir saucy pasta. Thank goodness for saucy pasta. Rooiko kom nou tot jou redding met 7 smaaklike saucy pastas. Rooiko is saving you with 7 different flavors of saucy pasta. Then I'm asking you, watter tipe woordsoort is ek? What type of parts of speech word is that? And ek refers to a persoonlike voornaamwoord. Then the following. Lees die volgende sin. Die ma weet nie wat haar kinders wil hê nie. What is the onderwerp? Die onderwerp is die ma. That's the subject. Watter tipe woord is maar? Guys, maar is that word there. And if you remember correctly when we did parts of speech, that would be a voegwoord, a bostic word. Then, before I show you the answer, what does dankie tog mean? Any one of you? What does dankie tog mean? What does dankie tog mean? It means thank goodness, as Boipelo says you there. Thank you so much. All right, thank goodness. It's an uitroep van verligting. Wat beteken dit om tot jou redding te kom? So if somebody says in Afrikaans, ek kom tot jou redding, then it means they're giving you a uitkoms. Then it means that they are helping you. And then a synonym for smaaklike, it's lekker, heerlik, fantasties, verruklik, nee. So that would be all synonyms for the word smaaklik, which is in English tasty. Up until here, were you all with me? Lekker, yeah, then it would be correct, Minas. Guys, quickly tell me, are you all right? Do you all understand up until this far? Okay, so most of you say you are okay. Then I'm going on. to question number 4. Beantwoord die volgende vraag. Now this was counting words of telwoorde. You had to write a counting word into this. Bobby, die vetkat het kos in sy silverbak. Perfect would have been baie because you had to write an onbepaalde hooftelwoord. So it's a word that does not really indicate exactly how much. Chrissy sê dat dit die eerste keer is wat Bobby weier om 'n muis te vang. Okay, this would have been 'n bepaalde woord, eerste. Then number 5. Verbind die volgende sinne met die voegwoorde tussen hakies. Bobby is 'n vet kat. Bobby eet baie kos. Now remember, before the voegwoorde want and maar, there's always a comma. Bobby is 'n vet kat, comma, want hy eet baie kos. Hy weier om te oefen. Bobby is lui. Begin die sin met aangesien. So here they are telling us begin your sentence with aangesien. Aangesien Bobby weier om te oefen, is hy baie lui. That would have been the answer there. Okay, number 6. Here you had to put the words that is bold under the correct word for under the correct column, whether it's 'n eienaam, 'n soortnaam of 'n versamelnaam, a proper noun, a type of noun, and then I can't remember what this is in English. Yeah, you had to put it in the type of nouns there. Kat would have been just a normal noun. Australia is 'n eienaam because it's a name. Werpsel is 'n versamelnaam. It's a bunch of kittens. Kas is a normal noun, soortnaam. Chrissy 'n eienaam, and kam 'n soortnaam. So they would have been your answers. If you have a look at that. Yes, ma'am, it's a collective noun, would have been a versamelnaam. Thank you so much. And a normal noun, a soortnaam, what's that in English again? You can maybe just also help this Afrikaans teacher there, please. A proper noun is, as far as I know, a name. Okay. All right. Well, then you're also probably right. Okay, so then let's go to question 7, which is the gedig. Guys, I'm going to read it to you again. Tiener wees. Tiener wees voel soos 'n toebroodjie. Die een kant kind, die ander kant groot. Tussenin is jy die vulsel van die broodjie. Gister het ons maat saam gelag vir simpel speelietjies en skattejag. Eergister het trane afgedwing, want vriendskappe het hartseer gebring. Kom ons herleef ons kinderdae sonder vrees en vreemde vrae. Eet weer slapchips met asyn en sout, swem in die yskoue see en kry koud. Maar nou ry emosies wipplank op en af. Vandag verlief, voel vrolik laf. Môre in liefde verlaat, voel soos 'n straf. Then I'm asking you, look at the first verse here. Maybe you guys can give me the answer. Look at the first stanza there. Where is the simile, die vergelyking? What is the simile of vergelyking there? Okay, so that's correct, Molière and Boipelo. So the vergelyking or the simile is what is referring to it is to a toebroodjie, saying that being a teenager is like a toebroodjie, nee, is like a sandwich. Then what do we call a stanza that consists of 4 lines? Stanza that consists of 4 lines in Afrikaans. What do we call that? Okay, what do you call it in English when there is a when a stanza consists of 4 lines? Okay, so Molia, you are correct. It is a quatrain. Well done. Okay, then the next one. Haal assonansie uit strofe 2. So look at stanza 2. Give me an example of assonance there. Assonance. Not assonance, alliterate. No, it's assonance in stanza 2. Assonance. An example of assonance in stanza 2. Okay. Okay, guys, the answer there. Look there, assonance. The answer is ons het gister het ons maat saam gelag. So all the A sounds there in maats en gelag. That is assonance. The next one. Bespreek versdeel 10. Dink waaroor die gedig gaan. So go to line number 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sonder vrees en vreemde vrae. What does that line mean? Sonder vrees en vreemde vrae. What does that line mean? What does that line mean? Sonder vrees en vreemde vrae. Guys, that refers to when you are a child, you're not always really scared of something. So, you know, you're not scared to jump from a tree or climb a tree or something. And then also you don't think too much about before doing things. You will just eat slap chips or just eat sweeties, for instance. Nee. So it means there, the answer, jou kind wees, daar is maklik, want jy het nie vrese of bevraagteken nie alles nie. You're just being a kid. Jy is sorgeloos en kommervry. You don't need to pay the bills or anything. Aandagstreep, at the end of that line, there's a aandagstreep, which says to us, 'n verduideliking volg waaroor kinders sonder vrese was. So they give us an example there. Then, number 7.5, look to in strophe 3, look at stanza 3 and see whether you can get a intensive form. And I'm going to say in English it's an intensive form. I hope it's the correct way. Kyk vir 'n intensiewe vorm in strofe 3. Yes, I actually heard load shedding is back. Okay, so guys, look at that example here. Yskou is see. So if it's not very, if it's just cold, it's cold. But if it's very cold in Afrikaans, we say it's ijskoud. Nee. So there, line number 12 is ijskoud. Then number 7.6, wat beteken dit as jou emosies wipplank ry? Guys, quickly tell me, what does it mean when I say that your emotions are like a seesaw or is like a seesaw? Yes, it can mean you are sad. It can also refer to emotions being over the top. Sometimes you are sad, sometimes you are happy. Nee, so it's not very consistent. Then, wat is die funksie van die uitroepteken in versreël 14? Look there. Vandag verlief, voel vrolik, love. Do you see there's an exclamation mark at the end of that sentence, voel vrolik and love? Why do you think they use an exclamation mark there? Guys, why do you think they use an exclamation mark at the end of that line? Okay, so the answer there, guys, it is die uitroepteken. Okay, because it means to be cheerful. Okay, die uitroepteken beklemtoon hoe positief of vrolik gelukkig die liefde is. Yes, good, Kanye. So it refers to how happy that person is. And then the last question, just for you. Did you like the poem, yes or no, and why? And guys, you may say no. Okay, so tell me if you liked the poem and then you say why. And if you didn't like the poem, you also say why. You may say as exactly as you feel about this poem. Just don't say something inappropriate. Yes or no, and why? Okay. Any answers there? Did you like the poem? Yes or no? And give a reason for your answer. I said yes, I like the poem because there's a lot of comparisons and something that explains being a teenager very well for me. So it's written very creatively. That's why I would say it's a good poem. Yes, because it describes teens. Thank you so much, Angelina. Okay, kiddies, before I log off, quickly tell me any questions about this test? Any questions? Okay, guys, so I'm gonna find out for you how the marks and everything work, but as far as I know, the system marks it, so then I'll give you some feedback about that. And I want you all to know that I'm proud of you, and if you couldn't at all submit it or just email me your test, and then have a good day. Please put your masks on, sanitize, and take care. Goodbye.